Now back to Property Source Radio with your hosts, Brenna and Pat, on Sports Radio 950 ESPN.
Welcome back. Property Source Radio, 222-6397 is the phone number. If you got anything for John Antetomaso of RE/MAX Plus, if you got any questions about buying or selling, or Mike O'Neill of Wells Fargo, call us up here. We can get those questions answered. But, you know, during the break, we were talking about some banking issues, Michael.
You know, it's back to basics.
Banking issues.
Yeah, the banking the banking issues. Mike O'Neill with Wells Fargo, and banking issues today are really back to basics. I really, you know, I was fortunate enough to be raised by my grandpa, and he gave me a lot of just basic values that the banking industry's gone back to. You know what I mean? It's a thing. You know, when I got in the business, you had to put 20% down. You know, in 1980, 86, 87, 88, and that time, it was very common on a conventional loan to need to put 20% down. And then all of a sudden, and, you know, in 2002, there's 2003, 2004, there's loan programs that allow you to put negative 3% down. Yeah. And people are looking at me going, that's not good.
Can I mortgage 120%? Wasn't there a few years where the 125% or 120?
There were ways to get equity products. Yeah. Which is a controversy in the word, you know. Yeah. An equity product when it's tapping non-equity.
Yeah. You know, right before, can I interject? Because I just thought of something. You know, right before the bubble burst, so to speak, you know, that famous term, I bought a house and then I sold a house at the same time. Well, I went to qualify for the new house, and before I sold the old one, and by the way, John, don't get mad at me because I didn't call you. I sold it by word of mouth. I sold it to a friend.
How could you?
And I had to use my mom. I had to use my mom on the deal to buy the other house. I wrote the contract up, and I just told her to give it to the listing agent. So it's kind of funny.
Down,
oh, sorry. I got to do it's business, right? Sorry, John. But anyway, so the mortgage rep said to me, "You guys can qualify for the new house. Keep the loan on the other house. You still qualify for the old house. And then I can give you another $50,000 in case you want to do any upgrades to the new house." I'm like, who's going to pay for all this crap? I just was shocked. And she said, I said, dude, that's hundreds of
money at you, right?
They were throwing it. I said, who's going to pay for all this crap? I don't want 6 mortgages. I can't even remember to write 1 check out. You see what I mean? So those days are gone, which is thankful because it's dangerous. For people like me, if I had a little too much wine for breakfast, I might have done that. You know what I mean? So you can go ahead now, Mike. Sorry.
I think back to here's the basics. You know, the person has to have verifiable income. They have to have a credit score that's in excess of 600, which really isn't that hard to do. You need to have, you know, a job. Obviously, you need to have some money in the bank. You know, 3 to 3.5% down payment.
I just clicked you out of the
minimum.
I'm out. I'm out.
I mean, those are what the basics are, and so I think that the majority of people can do that. You know, there's a small segment of the population that maybe they can't verify their income or whatever, and that segment's being underserved right now. Yeah. I do think that the products will come back in the future, but it'll be with large down payment, like 20 or 25%. Yeah. Where, say, a self-employed person or a person whose income is cash, like a hairdresser or something.
Yeah.
I think products will come back to serve them. They're not here today.
Okay. So they're kind of out of the picture now, unfortunately. A lot of them, they can't show a lot of that.
That's true. They're having a tougher time. They're getting private financing.
Okay. Yep. All right. Well,
Uncle
John.
Vinny?
Uncle Vinny. Exactly. That's who I see.
Me, how you doing?
Hey, Uncle Vinny, I need 6 figures. I need $600,000.
No, how are you doing?
John.
Yes, Pat.
John Antetomaso's here with us this morning from RE/MAX. You're not my Uncle Vinny, right?
No, not.
Okay, you don't sound like him either.
If I was your Uncle Vinny, you probably would have bought that other house through me.
Or my arm would have been broken, huh?
That's right.
All right, we're gonna say we need buyers out there. Do you want to sell some houses? You got any listings?
Yeah, we do. We have a lot of listings. The inventory is at a point where you know, it's really good if you're a buyer out there in this marketplace. Rates are great. Never been lower, and the ability to buy a nice house is out there. So, you know, we encourage, of course, people in the marketplace to get out there and contact a realtor and get with us to
both
to try
listing
to find
and
something.
selling too, right?
Right.
Both listing and buying.
Right.
Yep.
I mean, there's buyers out there right now.
You know, the sad thing is you don't know that the property values are good right now until they start to go up.
Right.
So
that's
you
true.
kind of missed the boat. So
Yeah.
we're telling you they're here now,
Good point.
and we can't say it loud enough.
Mm-hmm. Good point. I've heard that too. You know, so the values are very attractive. I mean, it's just a great time. It really is. Great time. What's your favorite house that you got listed right now? Do you have a favorite, or you don't want to show any?
John, you got we
partiality.
had ghost story. We remember us talking about the ghost. Did you ever go have a house that was haunted that you had listed?
No, I can't say that I have. I've been
Come
through.
on,
I've been
the
through
guy
a lot
here-
of houses that feel that way, but
Oh,
The
Creep you
hair
out?
stands back from the back of your neck there.
Kind of creepy, little.
I don't know. I don't know if I could say I had a haunted house, but I've been in a lot. And
The guy
you
we
get that
had
feeling.
here 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
The guy sitting right here.
Joe.
Joe.
Yeah.
Said every house is haunted. Every house is haunted, right?
John's not buying it. John Antetomaso is not buying it. Remax Plus.
hard to walk through when you're trying to get a listing and tell them their house is
Right.
haunted.
You're
you
like,
know?
damn.
So,
Yeah, you're
I'm
always
not coming in here listing it. I'm out of here. Find somebody else.
get rid of the
I'm too
ghost
scared.
and call me.
So how do we get a hold of them if we want to buy a house?
Yeah, John, tell us how we get a hold of you.
Our office is over on Monroe Avenue in Brighton, Remax Plus. Our firm has got a fantastic staff, fantastic group of agents that work hard for everybody. We can be reached at 279-8200. My direct line is 787-8888.
787-8888. That's an easy one. Okay.
That's an easy one.
Michael.
Cool. Yep.
Mine's pretty easy. My website is just my name. It's MikeMonile.com. So it's MikeMonile.com. And my cell phone, been the same for 23 years, 455-6260. 455-6260.
You know what? Mike and John are going to be advertising in my big special edition.
Are they?
East Side.
Cool.
Absolutely.
You getting?
Big Addie's taken out.
You doing new pictures? Got pictures of yourselves or what? I just
Mike's
have some,
going to have a big picture up on top. John's in there. So if you need to.
I got one of me
It's
mooning
coming out on
at the studio here upstairs. I can give it
Mooning
to
a
you guys if you wanna
ghost,
put
right?
that. Yeah. Yes, I was mooning the ghost. I accidentally got it in the picture. Do you want to put that in the ad?
No, we'll skip that. We'll
All right. All right. What do we got for John? I want to know about some houses. What's the most expensive listing you got right now? You don't have to tell. Don't give me names. You can just say what number. I want to know.
Most expensive right now that I have,
Just for fun.
probably in the
700s?
700s?
No.
Yes.
No?
No.
You got a 1.2?
I wish I did today. No.
Oh, God.
I have something probably right now 360 range.
360 is
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Okay.
We just have all different ranges. Depends on where you're at and how you do it. But
Okay.
I wish I had $1.2 million and it was sell today. But
You're right. That's cool.
How do you mark? I mean, over $1 million house must be a tough one to market. I would
It is. Here.
I think
Everybody knows it's on the market and everybody knows it's there. So anybody that can afford it is going to either look at it or not.
Exactly.
And buy it or not, right? I mean, it's because the market's small, essentially. So anybody looking at anything
there's some
knows-
$1 million properties out here locally.
I know.
You know?
There's several of them right now on the market.
Yeah.
John, your office has one, right? Your
Yeah.
office has a big one now.
Cool.
Yeah. Every price point seems to have, of course, a market. It's just getting at that market at the right time.
Yep.
And again, it gets back to location and also to condition. Condition of house is huge right now.
Oh, yeah. It's
Hey-
got to be better than the competition, right?
Real quick, what about schools? What school districts are good? Do you have an idea here? I mean, West Irondequoit, I've heard, is pretty good.
Have you?
Brighton,
Pittsford's good. That's right.
Pittsburgh's good. Is that
We
controversial
consider,
thing to say?
yeah, we consider,
know. He's got to be politically correct.
well, the school
well, he
district.
knows what's
I
going
know.
on.
A lot-
I mean,
a lot
that's
of-
what people.
but-
is
but a lot of
location.
different things
Schools
are,
here
uh,
schools.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of different things are from a location standpoint, and some people prefer a school district over another. But most of our school districts in New York overall are fantastic compared to we have people from all over the country that come in and say that they can't compare to our schools. So I don't think one's better than another. I think it just depends on choice
Yep.
and
Preference.
preference, and a lot of people that buy aren't worried about a school district because they don't have any kids anymore. So
Good point. Don't have any kids, you don't care about the school.
Exactamundo.
just the taxes.
Yeah,
Care about.
yeah.
Well, I mean, here's the situation. I live in the city, right? And I pay the city taxes,
Yeah.
but I take my kids to private school.
Oh.
So I'm getting a double whammy there.
That hurts.
But you choose to do that, so
I choose to
That's
do
right.
that.
It's a
Well,
choice.
thank you, boys, for joining us today.
thanks for
We
having
really
us.
appreciate it. Mike,
Thank you.
John,
Thank you.
you're going to go see Uncle Vinny next, right? Next week, we got Lake Country Home Inspections. We got an inspector coming on here.
Oh, really? Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So we'll see what happens then.
Have a great week.
We'll talk to you soon. Hang in there. Stay classy, Rochester.